Hello, hello. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for April 2026. And what we've got for you right now is our green bracket, our round 1 and 2. Rounds 1 and 2. There you go, plural. Rounds 1 and 2. It's going to be Evesy versus Shake. And the winner versus Curi. All of that will feed into a match in the top 16 against Meme at a later date. And speaking of the top 16, let's just take a look at where we are at. Yeah, you got Dog and Cole, Miles, Guafi, Sidnev, Crab Rangoon, Critical Lapis, SV, Tetris Alex T versus Tetris Tim E, Pixelandy, Alan Bot, Dan V Dengler. Oh, and Dan V Dengler already happened earlier today. So, yeah, Meme against the winner of this whole thing. Very, very intriguing matchup shaping up. I guess shaking up, depending on how Shake does. So yeah, intriguing matches shaping up. So let us go ahead and get to it. Let's take a look at the... Oh yeah, I should remind you that after this, we do have one single match out of Stupid Tetris Monthly. And that will be a top 8 match with Paco and Dylan playing for a spot in the semifinals. So you're definitely not gonna wanna miss that. Okay, so 3 matches for you tonight. I might have to cut stream in between them, but maybe I won't get a chance to. We'll see. Anyway, take a look at the rules. Remember, players, this is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Super kill screen and uncapped score. Same piece sets will be used, re-rolled in between each game of the match. You should not receive any advice while you are playing a game. You should not pause your game while you are playing a game. If you do experience tech issues like with OBS or internet or computer or your CRT or capture or camera, whatever you got, just keep playing. I will sort it out. I'll get the idea. Just keep playing for as long as you possibly can until you hear otherwise from me. Okay, well, let me go ahead and bring up your thing there. Okay. Oh, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool that stands right now at $220.90. Yes, dark mode OG is allowed. But you better be on stencil. If you're not on stencil, then it's really hard for me to align your stencil, so you really better be on stencil if you're going to do it. $220.90 is where the prize pool sits. We are a far cry from our goal of $2,000. So right now we're just paying our top 4 a pittance. So yeah, I would love it if we could meet our goal for the umpteenth time in a row. So if you want to help us meet the goal so we can pay 8 players in this tournament, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. And there's one link that says Masters April. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. And once you're there, look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. It says log in. Click on that to log in. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. And once you're in, go to the right-hand side of the screen. Look on where it says contribute and click on that to contribute. Any amount is fine. $1, $5, $25, $1,779.10 is a fine amount as well. Whatever you got kicking around, okay? So, help the players out. Okay. Anyhow, thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. Really appreciate that. Oh, if you're watching in the VOD, you can go to the description and the link is there as well. That's how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, there are a lot of different ways to do that. One of which is to go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, make an ongoing financial support, keep this channel going, just like the people in this slide have done. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Kenny Attack, Madelsberger, and Doug, Mr. Break, Corporal Jr., Troy and Kim M, Kaka, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, and Mila. If you want to find some other ways to support us, use the support command. If you don't like Patreon, that's fine. You can do Streamlabs or PayPal. In very much the same way, there's some ways to make a one-time contribution there as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can do a super chat or a sticker. You can join the channel as a member. You can gift a membership to the channel as well. If you're on Twitch, you can contribute bits. You can subscribe to the channel. You can gift a subscription to the channel. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis, but it is use it or lose it. You cannot save these or stack them, so do not lose it. Use it on us. All right, look at that. Speed running our way through. And there we go, Evesy. Drying the hair, I guess. I don't know what is happening. It's like the girl with the pearl earring kind of situation happening there. All right, let's go ahead and align these cameras and get all situated. I got a lot of unlocked things in here. Let me fix that up. 18. No Vermeer fans? None? All right. No Vermeer fans. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, look at this. A beautiful microphone. We got the... Wow. Look at this setup. What a professional podcaster. Yeah, I got you, Shake. Thank you. A professional. My goodness gracious. Okay, and then we'll bring up Shake at this other location, secret location. And there we go. Look at these individuals. All right, let me go ahead and get them all lined up. We'll give them their pieces. They seem like they're ready though. They're like, we're not warming up. We're just going. What is happening? Why is someone so unskilled even appearing? They're so bad. Yeah, that wasn't a very nice thing to say about me, really. But I'm used to it, so... Oh, wait, that was about you? Oh, well, I don't see that at all. That's ridiculous. All right. Let's see, 31. We'll flop you around. We're going to flip and flop you. All right, flipping and a flopping. Flipping and a flopping, running and a dropping. All right, there we are. 2 individuals. The pieces should be in the chat. 0769DF. You do enjoy the drag and drop portion? Well, this is what they don't get, in the edited version. This is like, it's like live stream exclusive. So, enjoy it. These are the perks for being here live. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's make sure they're on seat. 0769DF. It is round 1. It is the green bracket. Somebody messed up on these little placards, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Evesy versus Shake. Round 1. The winner goes to round 2 to take on Curi in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You have to do that. You have to say 3, 2, 1 Tetris. You cannot say anything else. Like when there, there's like a golf tournament and they kick off the golf tournament, they go 3, 2, 1 golf, right? Isn't that what they do? Pretty sure. All right. Well, on the left side, Evesy, seed number 18 from the United Kingdom. It's got a PB of 3.30 million. And Evesy was ranked number 23 in the most recent Premier poll. That is a ranking of competitive Tetris players. That is done by a poll of Tetris broadcasters, journalists, and all the other luminaries of the Tetris world who can't play Tetris well enough to actually get on the Premier Poll. That is what it is. So Evesy is the reigning Classic Tetris UK champion. She defeated SV in the finals of that event, 3-1. You've also seen her at the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2025, Mega Masters in 2025, and you saw her representing the UK at the Energy Drink Tetris Confabulation, or whatever it is, last year. So that was pretty good. I've also seen her take place in a couple of our Stupid Tetris monthly events, our Tap Masters event, and in Pumpy's one-day tournaments. Evesy made her monthly Masters debut in August of 2025 and has made it into this tournament pretty consistently since then. And she is one top 16 to her credit, looking to get back there today. And that is easy. 277 for Evesy, 258 for Shake. Shake, seed number 31 from the United States of America with a PB of 1.54 million. 281 to 280. You have seen Shake most recently live at the Boston Regional. I've also seen him at CTWC, Columbus, and Philadelphia over the past year. He was a CTWC Gold Bracket player in 2025. Oh, what did I just do? Oh my God, I just ruined Tetris. Now, don't let this get around, but Shake actually lost a match to Kingsman in Classic Tetris League. But don't tell anyone that happened, because that would be a terrible thing if that got spread around. 383 for Evesy, 398 for Shake. Now that was like a year and a half ago. So, he's gotten better and Kingsman is not. So, you got that going for you. All right, don't distract the players, Van Dweller, okay? Jeez, come on now. Shake was a winner of a Community Tier 1 back in April of 2025, defeating Bendy 3-1 in the finals of that one. 492 for Shake, 475 for Evesy. And Shake made his Masters debut in June of 2025 and this is his first time back in the Masters since then, so about 10 months. 538 for Shake, 500 for Evesy. And we're now about 20 lines away from level 19. Speed will increase by 50%. The colors will change every 10 lines. And the value of Tetrises will go up 1,200 points every level increase. $630 entry into 19 for Shake and a $616, I want to say, for Evesy. So double 600K transitions here in round one. You're seeing it a lot more. Now everyone can just get 600K like on demand on 18 into 19, no problem. For me, it's like, you know, if I get a 600K, then I have to like post it in the fails channel. Like, guys, I got a 600K to 19. It's like a monumental event. 683 for Evesy, 738 for Shake. Tetris Shake 764, so about a 60,000 point lead. Same line count. Tetris Evesy. Another Tetris Evesy 739. All right, Shake gets set up here, level 23, long bar in Tetris 889. Another Tetris Shake 919 on 24. This is a reasonable game. Evesy 794 on 24, still a good score, but Shake is motoring right now. Zempro, what? So I don't think these two players have played against one another before, at least in a, you know, sanctioned, normal, regular events. Maybe, you know, who knows, Tetris Wars, that doesn't make it into the match database. But it could be their first meeting. If so, that is a Matchigami. You know, match database is my standard for Matchigami. So if they played in, you know, like Ding Dong's Tetris Hoo-Ha's, I can't, you know. Okay, well, didn't you know that they played in Ding Dong's Tetris Hoo-Ha's back in August of 2023? Like, nope, I didn't know. A54 for Shake on 28. Evesy's into 29 with a max out. And here we go. Tetris for Evesy. Shake, long bar down. Tetris. He's got a little gap to clear away. All right, Shake's board starting to acquire some holes and too high here. So B32. That is the top out. Evesy with a chase down target of B33. Jungle Cooker remembers Ding Dong's Tetris Hoo-Ha's. All right, so I think Evesy knows what's up. B33 is the target, and yeah, you pretty much do need that. So she's just singling and doubling. And that is going to do it. So Evesy is good in game number one. She completes the chase down and goes up 1-0. And Zempro says, I didn't want to say this in the middle of the game, but Zempro said, I thought this guy was bald. I don't know why he thought it. Oh, because of the hats. He's always wearing the hats. I mean, that's why I always wear the hats, right? You know, I'm bald, but this guy just likes wearing hats. All right, Evesy going for the, I guess for the, whatever this is. You used to be bald. And then you, what happened? Did you put like a grow light under the hat or something? That would be amazing. Like red LEDs under the hat. All right, there we go. Level 39 for Evesy achieved. Nice zero Tetris mullen, says Ryan. All right, new pieces are here. 41C813. It appears to be some kind of terry wrap of the head. I think it dries the hair. That's what I think is happening. Yeah, some sort of hair drying apparatus. All right, 41C813. Both players ready. Game number 2. Evesy versus Shake in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Salty sea man, what are you even saying? All right, same score, same lines. All right, Shake in some early distress here, but he's bringing it down. How you stream with music but record without music. So if you're in OBS, there is a way to, I think it's in the record, I don't remember the exact area, but it's in the settings, and you can elect, there's like little tick boxes for what sources you want to be streamed versus recorded. So yeah, that definitely exists. I can't look at it while we're streaming, but there's I think it's in the recording tab in the settings, and you should see a bunch of tracks. Like I think it's called tracks, and then you can elect which of the tracks are recorded and not, and then what sources are considered what tracks. So you can kind of figure it out from there. 183 from Evesy, 184 from Shake. I think there's a way to possibly even like record. I don't know. I think there's a way to do it across different streams. Like, I don't know. There are times that we get copyright. Like the other day, maybe it was a week ago, that I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 challenge, and I got it on the first try, and then I went back and watched Harry Hong's. I got that video. That stream cannot be monetized because Harry was playing like Britney Spears and all the other wonderful music that he plays. Like, yeah, but I think there's a way to, like, maybe I shouldn't have the music go out to YouTube. I don't know. But no, they would revolt. They need the music. 259 for Shake, 275 for Evesy. Tetris down for Shake, 285. All right, Jungle Cook having a party. Why are you guys reciting or why is Salty Seaman reciting the Weird Al Fat video? There's, you know who loves that video? Sue. She loves that video. I mean, she's not like this big Weird Al person, but she loves that video in particular. 389 for Shake, 408 for Evesy. Oh, because of the ding dong line? Ding dong. What is it? It goes like ding dongs, man. Ding dongs. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever he says. Right. All right, Tetris Shake 443. There's one for Evesy 477. All right, we're into 19 now. 524 for Evesy. 514 Shake. All right, Shake's board climbing. He's skimming it down. And it's going to chunk it down all the way. Triples, man. This is a real drought. Both players handling it well. And here come the long bars. So yeah, Shake got a couple long bars. Evesy finally gets hers. This is one of those where there's such a disparity. Like I can't, just between the two streams, like I can't spoil when the drought ends. I gotta be careful. Shake 669, 624 for Evesy. Tetris Evesy 656. There's another one, 685. So 7 lines apart, about 3,000 points apart. Tetris for Evesy 749. Oh, Shake kind of losing the handle a bit. About 3/4 of the way up the board. Still survivable. You could really use a bar. And he's going to miss the S spin. And yeah, he's just going to bring the bar down. Okay, good. So he's down stacking. He's about 20 lines away now from level 29. You just want to take a good board in. Evesy out to over a 200,000 point lead. I'm sorry, over a 100,000 point lead. Sorry about that. Gmart with the 1,000 bits. I assume that's a 10 stream streak. Thank you, Gmart. Tetris Time says, in Columbus, I saw Shake walking on the sidewalk, and then I passed him on a scooter, then rang the bell ding ding as I passed him. That was a heartwarming story there, Tetris Time. All right, Shake is into 29, about 80 something. Evesy 937 gets a bar into 29, 973. So Evesy still with, she's got the max out now, and yeah, this is going to be a top out for Shake at 838. And Evesy is good in game number 2. She's going to go up 2 games to none. The new pieces are here. 8F, 8B, 0E, natural top out. It looks very natural. Natural. It's natural. Oh, look at that. It's some sort of something. Is that a pig? Looks like a pig. All right. Or some sort of tardigrade, or I don't know what it is. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Or maybe a manatee of some sort. Some kind of big chonker. All right, Shake up about 2/3 of the way up the board, long bar in. And another Tetris in Shake. So we are underway. Wonder when Fractal will return to Masters. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know anything. I do know that some players, will play in Mega Masters, or they'll play in the tournament the month before CTWC just to get some reps. But I can't say in any given person's case, but sometimes players will kind of come out of the woodwork and do that. It's possible. Would love to see it. Mr. Brain says, I've been getting a lot of marmot videos in my YouTube feed. You like them? We've been getting crows and like ravens and all those other like giant black birds that talk, and it's creepy. And like they sound just like people, and they're like perfect mimics, and it's like super creepy, but also enjoyable. $210 Evesy, 160 for Shake. All right, Shake builds out a Tetris well, a series of tucks. Now he's waiting and getting a Tetris. Shake, 229. That family of birds are called corvids. Oh my goodness, corvids. I got my Corvid shot yesterday. And man, my arm is still super sore. Like my shoulder. It went right into my shoulder. Thing still hurts. $337 for Evesy, $346 for Shake. It's Evesy, $360, $347. Wax Goat with the sub on Twitch. What sports did you play, Vandy? Baseball. That was it. I just played Little League Baseball. Up until I was 16, 17, something like that. Whatever Little League ends, I think it might be 16. Is it 16? Because I know you can play, like, you know, in high school. So I didn't do that. I wasn't good enough to do that. $500 for Evesy, $471 for Shake. This is the second time she's had 500,080 points. Corvids are, along with parrots, some of the smartest birds and animals in general, being able to use and create tools and stuff. You can see me arguing with the home plate umpire. Oh no, I'm very deferential. Look, they're not going to change the call. So, you know, if they're not going to change it, then all you're doing is unloading on someone, and that is counterproductive. You're just going to get... If anything, they'll just get mad at you and make other calls go against you. So I always just, you know, accepted the judgment of the umpire. $619 for Evesy, gets a Tetris 643 on level 19. $591 for Shake on 21. Guafi says, I am an 18-year-old hockey referee. I've had grown men threaten to fight me. Yeah, I mean, it's like... They should let you carry pepper spray, honestly. Like, if a person goes on the field of play or whatever, then just by that fact alone, they are a threat, and you should be able to defend yourself. You know, let a couple of these hockey dads get, you know, pepper spray in the face, and they'll settle down. And really, same thing with CTWC referees. We're gonna get them all. We're gonna get them all pepper spray. You guys can calm down. $793 for Evesy, $807 for Shake. Now it's 14 lines ahead though for Shake. He's on 25. Evesy's still on 23. And they're kind of trading the real-time score lead back and forth. So advantage Evesy at the moment. Tetris, Evesy, 883. Of course, Shake has got to win this one to stay in. Tetris for Evesy, 979. So she's starting to pull away. And yeah, Shake long bar in. He's now into level 28. The tuck and the Tetris for Shake at A24. Evesy A48. She is still on level 27. So Shake has got to take a good board into 29. Long bar in. And another one. He's back in the real-time lead. And we'll see if he can kind of work this out. All right, well, it's kind of happening. This is some good work on the left side, but yeah, no, it's just too high, and he is going to top out at BO7. And Evesy is already ahead and is going to take this one 3 games to none. But Shake did very, very well. Deep games the whole way. And yeah, hope to see him again. And we gotta get some of these players here, to break this monopoly. We've got this oligopoly we have at the top of the Tetris world. So hopefully we can get some of these players back and improving. But that was an excellent match overall for Shake. So no shame there, that's for sure. You need people to smash the Tetris bourgeoisie. Yeah, level 39 is a bourgeois premises, right? Prejudice, right? So it should just be level 29 cap, right? Equalizing so the people can have a chance. Sorry, I'm a little... I'm the Tetris bourgeoisie? Hardly. All right, so there you go. Evesy feeling good. We're going to run some ads. We'll be back with our next match. It's going to be Evesy against Curi, assuming Curi is here. Hopefully he is. But let's go ahead and set that up. Run some ads. We'll be back. All right. All right, what do we got? 31. So Evesy's going to be on the right side. Oh, big Evesy, medium Evesy. Boo ad. Hey, we got to live. We got to live. Rigel with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, Rigel. Now, you don't have to look at the ad. All right, let's, whoops, that is not what I intended to do. What's happening? Boop, boop. Boop. So I think this was copy, transform, and then paste. No. Copy that. Paste that. All right, so is Curi CU? Oh, all right, let me try refreshing. I always forget if you're CU underscore or IRU underscore C. All right, clearly you were there. The other one. UMass Dartmouth, ma. We're going to UMass Dartmouth. All right. I went to UMass Amherst. So is that the same? Like if two people go to different campuses of the same system, do they go to the same school? on some level. I would say no, like different mascots, different schools. Van D, what got you into hosting these tournaments? Did you compete back in the day? I like Tetris, and I started, I saw CTWC on YouTube because the algorithm pushed it to me. So I found that a handful of people were streaming Tetris, and so I started streaming Tetris, and like not a lot of people were streaming any Tetris, and it was always their individual gameplay. There was one tournament, and it was called Classic Tetris Monthly. It happened once a month, and they got 16 players if they were lucky. And it had only run a few months, and then the host of it, and I was running something called Tetris Deathmatch, which was the first, kind of show up and play event. Like I made that up, I guess. The first like pickup game stream. And so that put me in a unique position to potentially take this CTM over when the original host couldn't do it anymore. And I really went back and forth for a while, but eventually I decided to do it. And now I'm stuck because nobody else will do it. Oh yeah, Ben Mullins' tiny chat matches. Oh, true. I forgot about that, but that was hardly happening. All right, let's get these players some pieces. Vandy not getting bored in the 100 years he's done it is actually a blessing. I know. The hardest part is just to have, like, in keeping something going is just having consistency and, like, how many things start and then, I can't do it anymore. Oh, I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, I've got other stuff. That's fine. You should have other stuff, but it happens all the time, so. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the natural order of things. But it is good that at least somebody was able to keep doing it. The economy's tight when I'm when I'm drinking HEB0 cola. HEB0 is like $1 per bottle cheaper, and that's what I'm drinking. This is how hard up I am, guys. This is how bad a decision it was to try to stream this stuff, That's my main thing. Now I gotta drink HEB0 cola. All right. So the pieces are here. C2496E. And then we're going to play Tetris. I mean, I'm happy to do no stream delay. I don't know how. I don't know. I find Discord like super difficult to capture with any consistency the players' streams. So I'm happy to do it that way. But I don't know. Unless you want to stream to Twitch and to Discord at the same time, I guess. If that's possible, is that how he does it? Or does he capture Discord? I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go ahead and let's get him started. C2496E. Both players have signaled ready. Both players are on seed. And it is round 2. The winner goes to the top 16. Curi versus Evesy. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. What's up, Takate? On the left side, Curi, seed number 15 from the USA, PB of 4.21 million. Curi's got matches going all the way back to April of 2022. His first match ever was Portal. That's a tough match right there. You've seen Curi in Masters several times. Made his first appearance back in Masters in December of 2022. That was all the way back in the prehistoric 16-player tournament only days. I've also seen him a bunch in Classic Tetris League, in DAS Masters. DAS League, DAS Europa League, whatever that is. Gauntlet. A bunch of other stuff. Deepest run in a Masters event appears to be the top 16, which he's done a couple of times. Most recently in March, so last month. So looking to get back there again and hopefully try to improve on that performance. Trying to get in that prize pool so we can afford a camera. Oh wait, it's one of my pledges is not to make fun of people's cameras, but all right, I don't know, I can't help it. He's from Massachusetts, so it's okay. You're allowed to make fun of, if you're from Massachusetts, you can make fun of anybody from Massachusetts. It's how we relate to one another. Anyway, that is Curi. On the right side, Evesy, seed number 18. Evesy defeated Shake in round 1 to get here. It's from the UK, PB of 3.3 million, ranked number 23 in the most recent Premier poll. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Kafka's cat says he's from Worcester. Everything just trash over there. Oh, Worcester's lovely. What are you talking about? Do they still have the Worcester Ice Cats there? That was their minor league hockey team. My college roommate and I used to go out to watch the Worcester Ice Cats. 373 for Curi, 323 for Evesy. Dirty Tetris for Curi, 397. Anyway, Evesy is your reigning CTWC UK or your CT UK champion. Is it CTWC UK? It says CT UK, but then they use the CTWC like logo. That's what I never kind of understood about Classic Tetris European Championship. Like, is it part of CTWC? Because it's called C-Tech. It's not called CTWC Europe, but they also use like CTWC's logo. So I honestly never fully understood what the relationship was there. It's CT UK, so, but it still uses CTWC's like branding. I'm very confused. 364 for Evesy, 492 for Curi. Now, as far as I can tell, these two players have yet to play against one another until this very moment. So another Machigami back-to-back. 521 for Curi, 422 for Evesy. So about 100,000 point lead for Curi as we approach level 19 here in game number 1. Vandy, where does that word come from, Machigami? Well, let's find out if Curi's going to survive. No, so that's going to be a top out for Curi at 527. So a chase down target for Evesy, 528, although nearly any 527 would get there. So target 528. We'll see what happens. But yeah, he just got way too high. Machigami is a play on Scorigami, which if you look that up, is just it's a kind of a made up little fun statistical thing that tracks whether a certain score has been achieved in an NFL football game before. So like, you know, if somebody beats someone 64-17 and that score had never happened before, that's a scorigami. So all right, well, Evesy going to take game number 1 and go up 1-0. So this is just a way of saying, my funny way, hilarious, of saying that a match has ever happened before. That's all. Did the pieces come out? They did not. Here are the pieces. $21-13 B9. The organization is called CTUK, and the tournament used to be called CTUK, but is now an official CTWC qualifier, and is officially CTWC UK for a few years, but it is often called CTUK for backwards compatibility and old heads not changing with the times! Exclamation point. All right, well, it's CTWC UK. All right, Tayo with the report from Wikipedia. All right, we got the straight dope here on CT UK. All right, looks like both players are ready. 2-11, 3B9, yes. Game number 2, 3-2-1 Tetris. Stanislav says, Vandy, I can't remember the rules. If the bot breaks, do you just boot up some gym and select up a seed? Or how is that chosen? Yes, that is what I do. There's no rule about it. I just do it, and don't worry too much about it. But that is what I do. I suppose I could show that process like on the screen just to prove that I'm not favoring one player or giving them. Yeah, I could do that. You just generate a seed in your head? Yeah, but how would you demonstrate that you're not in cahoots with another player? Now, I suppose it doesn't matter, if it's like, who has Tetris Ding Dongs. But, if it's like a big tournament with a big prize pool or something like that, then you definitely want to do something that's like random and above board. So, yeah, I should be putting that on the screen. That brings up a good point. I usually don't do it. I just do it. I don't know what you're talking about, Stanislav. There are children here, Stanislav. My goodness gracious. Contemptible. What's going on? All right, 68,000 for Evesy, 163 for Curi. 238 for Curi, 146 for Evesy. You sure love this channel. Oh. All right, Tetris for Curi, 291 and 197 for Evesy. So about a 4 Tetris lead right now for Curi. And he's also back by, 7 to 10 lines, something like that. Tetris for Evesy. I think that was column 8. He's back by 90,000 points still. All right, let me go ahead and refresh one of these players. Players, just keep playing. All right, I think we're good. $445 Curi, $315 Evesy. Evesy sets up the Vits and gets it. Tetris for Curi, $490. All right, 569 Curi, 480 for Evesy, 19 and 20 levels respectively. 3 lines apart right now. Curi's still with a 100,000 point lead, more than that. Like about 115, 116, something like that. All right, Dirty Tetris, Evesy 554, Curi 643. Spin there for Curi to help clean this up a bit. He's actually set up for a Tetris now, and there it is. So smart burn and spin for Curi turns into a Tetris, and he's going to stay with it. 1 row off the bottom, gets it 702. Evesy's tightened things up a little bit, but still remains 5 lines ahead. That L to the left, not friendly. Level 4 palette. My level 4 palette is weird. I don't know, it's striking me weird. All right, Evesy climbing. Long bar, Tetris, Evesy 728. Another Tetris for her, 760. There's one for Curi, 846, and another 878. So still about 116,000 point lead, all told. But now the lines have tightened up a little bit, so I think this is maybe a better lead in a sense. So there's a Tetris Curi, 921. $904 for Evesy. And she's in, and she's right now at 952. Curi at 936 right now. 10 lines apart. Evesy into level 30 now. Tetris for Curi, 978. So Evesy's got a real-time lead. He's got the max now on 31. Curi, though, pace lead. All right, Curi in a lot of bars here. And couldn't really use too many of them for Tetris's. Tetris, Evesy, B71. So she's now out about 95,000 points. Tetris for Curi, but there is a line difference again. Tetris Curi, C07, Evesy, C63. She's gonna hang a bar in column 9. Needs to get this over or to chunk it down somehow. And that, oh no, both players topping out. And Evesy was ahead when they both started topping out on level 34. Which, in my head right now, looks like a goji berry Dubai chocolate labubu. Okay, that's what I would call it. All right, let's go ahead and give Evesy score number 2. There it is. All right, Curi with an NHL player. That was a Hong Bar seed in early 29. Oh wait, we can't see that. So 106 through 282 lines. So an early Hertz display band. Yeah, we got to turn that off. We will turn that off. I didn't check that. It's fine. Who knows though? It's working for you. Hey, Curi, you want to turn off Hertz mode? You can have the input display. You just can't have the Hertz done. You can't have Hertz on. If you want to have input on that's harmless. All right. New pieces. If you want, Evesy, we can reverse those two, game 1 and game 2, and give them to Curi. I mean, it's only fair. It is a best of 5. Yes, high Q. It is. What's the issue with the Hertz display is it's just not something we approve. So we want to have minimum information that isn't native to the game. Hertz display could, on some level, give you feedback about how you're playing. So there's no need to have it. So why have it on? D8AB34. Both players ready. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, like you could either say like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. All right, well, then don't turn it on. Or you could say, yeah, but it helps the player, in which case, don't turn it on. So either way, don't turn it on. Oh, Evesy. Some early kind of trouble here. Now remember, we do have one more match. It's scheduled to start 48 minutes from now. And Evesy grinding up to the top, and no, that is going to be a top out for Evesy. So Curi is good in game number 3. That's your first 18 top in Masters ever. Oh, it's a good time to do it when you're up 2-1. You'd rather do it when you're, got 2 games in hand, but you'd rather never do it. Okay, new pieces. 294594. 294594. So yeah, we have a match after this scheduled to start 47 minutes from now. It's a Stupid Tetris monthly match between Paco is Taco and Dylan. So stick around for that. That is a top 8. The winner of that will move on to the semifinals of that event. Do I need to? Should I refresh both these players? Actually, I'm going to do that before we start this game. Did anyone pin the seed, by the way? Yeah, they did. All right, this is a very interesting conversation. But let us proceed. Two 94594. All right, they're on it. Let's go. Game number 4. Evesy and Curi. Evesy up 2-1, 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, each player got a couple Tetrises on the board here in game number 4. Evesy on match point. Curi needs to win this one to continue on. Tetris, Evesy, 145, 162. Curi, Tetris, Curi, 209. A skimming a Tetris for Evesy, 216. Don't forget, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you are an Amazon, you have an Amazon Prime Twitch Prime Gaming subscription. And you can give that on a monthly basis to a streamer on Twitch. And that streamer would really appreciate it. So if you haven't used yours, then consider using yours. Andrew Meep, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Consider using yours on our channel. Helps keep us going. About, I don't know, 35%, 35 to 40% of what comes in from Prime subscriptions. So it's super important. So we can keep this whole thing running. And don't forget the prize pool. The prize pool you can bring up with the Matcherino command. There'll be a link there. It says Masters April, and you can contribute any amount is fine. You know, $1, $1,000, anywhere in between. $348 for Evesy, $340 for Curi. Curi gets one. So the line's the same. Curi ahead by half a Tetris. Aardvark Arrangement says, we solving in here. Yes, we are. Welcome in. I don't know what is going on outside. All right, so Evesy passes on that T-spin. Just takes a much simpler burn. I like it. Bitten Boy with the tier 1 sub. Brand new subscriber. Thank you, Bitten Boy. Appreciate that. Vandy, what's on your list for Record Store Day this Friday? Well, the last few years I have not really bought anything from Record Store Day. I'm trying to stay on a budget. But Sue, well, I still go with Sue. I don't know what's on her list. I know there's some like Madonna stuff coming out. Maybe she would get that. I don't know. Like the live confessions tour, isn't that a Record Store Day thing? I think she might get that. I don't know what else is on her list though. But basically, we split up. She gives me half of the things, and I get the, she gets the other half, and then we split up and race in. 512 for Evesy into 19, 498 for Curi. But yeah, I don't remember the last time. When's the last time I bought something on Record Store Day myself? It's kind of it's kind of a luxury I can't really do right now. You're picking up the K-pop Demon Hunter vinyls. My goodness, that song, that one song is like you can't escape it. 586 for Evesy, 6 at 14 after a Tetris, 601 for Curi. I don't even want to whistle the song because I feel like we'll get stricken. $646 for Evesy, $610 for Curi. It is catchy. I agree. It is a catchy song. It's not something I would sit down and put on, but you know, I don't hate it. $661 for Evesy, $726 for Curi. Yeah, I'll have to ask Sue what is on the list. Chet Baker live in Japan. That sounds like something she would get as well. She gets a lot of jazz, blues, and soul, and then certain bands. 755 for Evesy, 806 for Curi. I know she likes that Sun Records series that they're just kind of putting out over the course of several years. 812 for Curi, 766 for Evesy. And that is a top out for Curi. Chase down target, Evesy, 814. Basically a triple away. And yeah, that triple's going to do it. So, Evesy will be moving on. Curi will not, but he will gain our respect and admiration and friendship. So, GG's, Curi. Hope to see you back. And we'll watch Evesy mulling it out while I thank people. New subscribers, Wax Goat. All right, Evesy, congratulations to you. We will not do that. I'll go ahead and report this one. So wait, the first one was not a decider. The first one was 3-1, right? Did I report that? I don't think I reported that. All right, so the first one was 3-... No, it was a sweep, right? It was a sweep. Yeah, it was a sweep. So that was a sweep. Wasn't it? It was. If it's not, I'll fix it later. All right. And then, this was a 3-1. Haters silent. So yeah, Evesy, you are in the round of 16, which is good. You were in, so back-to-back months, top 16. Congratulations on that. So let's show you the brackets, where we're at. We have a full... We have a full top 16 bracket now. Evesy will take on Meme. And there is the rest of the matchups. Dan V, of course, already in top 8. There you go. And all right, so I'm going to come back in about 20, 25 minutes, somewhere in there. And we will do our last Stupid Tetris Monthly match. That's going to be Dylan versus Paco. And let's go ahead and thank our subscribers: Wax Goat, Rigel, Andrew Meat, Bitten Boy, Bits from Gmart, 1,000 bits. Thank you, Gmart. Very generous. Appreciate that. Prize pool is up to $220.90. We had contributions from Arbaro and Lex Discia earlier today. So that's good. And Anders as well. Patreon, thank you. Scott Gray, in the window, Canada, Taki Burger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim M, Kaka, Java D, Jason, Sunny, Mila, thank you very much. And we will be back in about a half hour, something like that. And we'll have our Stupid Tetris Monthly top 8 match. Dylan versus Paco is Taco. So take care, YouTube. Have a beautiful half hour. Jungle Cook, Titan, Salty, Seaman, Ego Chip, and all Utah Trave, and everybody else. See you in a bit. When will the top 16 be? It's scheduled amongst the players, so it really depends on player availability. So it's just throughout the month. We try to do them in the top 16 in like 3-match chunks. Like we'll try to play the orange and yellow top 16ers together and play down to a semifinalist. You know. And similarly with blue, purple, green, teal, and red, pink. It doesn't always work out that way, but that's what we aspire to. So you just got to go in the Discord and check the schedule in Discord, the events. That is the most up to date. Basically, as soon as matches are scheduled, they go there. So that is the place. Thanks, Evesy. I hope so too. So we will see you hopefully soon. Yeah, thanks, IQ. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to go offline. We'll raid you somewhere and then be back in a half hour. Deal? Is that a deal? You promise to come back in a half hour? Go ahead and raid our 6-time champion, Blue Scooty. Not 6-time in a row. He's a 12-time champion, 6 in a row. Which is active, but also not active. All right, see him. Bye, everybody.